Thank you. Honorable Menteri, Secretary, PSA, Professor Singh, Dr. Rajesh Pokhriya Nishaji, Dr. Sudhanshu, Dr. Gloria, members of the scientific fraternity, friends from media, and also some young students over here were asking how the hall is so full. And we certainly grown so popular in the media. So I was told that there were others also, so I'm glad that we have all the stakeholders and those who are interested in this theme. I think much has been said, so it's at the risk of being repetitive and not, I just touch upon one or two things which comprise the highlight of which might not have been fully brought into focus. सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि ये 8वां ऐसा उत्सव है। अखिलेश जी हमारे बड़े पुराने मित्र हैं, विज्ञान में इनको बड़ी रुचि है, ये नेचुरल टेम्पर फॉर साइंस। बड़े समय से ये आग्रह कर रहे थे कि मध्य प्रदेश में इस प्रकार का आयोजन हो, लेकिन हमें गिलायन से एक ही है कि इन्होंने कभी ये नहीं कहा कि साइंस कॉलोनी की कल्पना की हुई है। यदि ऐसा होता तो शायद 8 फेस्टिवल तक रुकना ना पड़ता, ये पहला ही नहीं है। और कुछ एक हमारे मित्रों ने आज तक वहाँ पर कुछ निर्माण कार्य भी शुरू कर दिया होता जो but anyway, it speaks of his passion and his great commitment to the cause of science. दूसरा ये कि this is a very pleasant coincidence, rather I would say a providential coincidence, that when India takes over the presidency of G20, this is going to be one of the first major events. And I think this is also an occasion to highlight some of the important breakthroughs and achievements which have happened in the field of science, technology, innovation under Prime Minister Modi in the last 8 to 9 years. ये जैसे कि I think PSA साहब was saying कि उसको प्रयोगशाला तक सीमित नहीं रखना. I think the great breakthrough which has been done is to move science out of laboratory into lab, as you say, lab to lab, and virtually now into every Indian household. दूसरा, application of science in day-to-day living to bring ease of living for the common citizen and also for facilitating infrastructural development. आज आप देखिए चाहे स्मार्ट सिटीज का प्रोग्राम है, चाहे रेलवेज है, चाहे रोड्स एंड बिल्डिंग्स है, health, agriculture, everywhere, science is being increasingly used, and there has been a conscious effort to do that because interministerial meetings have been arranged so that each ministry could learn what all technology is available. Technology is available in abundance. Virtually every technology available anywhere in the world is now available in India. Only the stakeholders are not always aware of it. तीसरा, पिछले कुछ सालों में there has been a very conscious and a consistent effort to link scientific research with livelihood, with startups. And I think it's evident from the fact that from 350 we have gone to over 80,000 today, and ranking third in the startup ecosystem in the world. चौथा के for the first time, I think very visibly, this government, because something that didn't happen at the government level earlier, government has given esteem to science and scientists. पहले क्या होता था कि सरकार उस समय आपको आपका प्रयास सम्मान तब मिलता था जब आप नोबेल प्राइज वहाँ से लेके आते. Now it's the other way around, and because we have a prime minister who has a temper person, who values the science and the scientific pursuits, and last but not the least, integration of all the science teams. As we started, we set together all the 6-7 departments, and a wider integration which is evident from the participation of the gentleman sitting at the head of this diet, Vigyan Bharati. So it's no longer in silos of course, but it's whole of government plus whole of society and whole of nation that we are also trying to project to this event. And therefore all this, what I have said in the last few words, gives us enough reason to celebrate. And how do you celebrate? Hold a festival. So we have a festival. And it's been held in different parts of the country that is also in keeping with the tone and tenor of this government. We have moved out of Vigyan Bhavan, we have moved out of New Delhi, and that applies to all the other departments also to which we are taking, whether it's administrative reforms, whether it's Department of Solid Sharing. And जैसे भी आपको बताया राजेश जी ने, some of the hallmarks, student innovation, face-to-face frontiers, non-formal educative interactions. These are some of the new ingredients. I'm glad that with each festival, each such event, we are evolving, learning from the experience of the earlier event and trying to. And therefore, I earnestly solicit the cooperation of the media, the opinion makers, because you can spread across this message far and wide. अब जैसे आखिर में मिश्रा जी की स्लाइड देखते हैं, I usually talk from what I learn from others, and that's the advantage of speaking here. मिश्रा जी की लास्ट स्लाइड अगर आपने देखी होगी तो उसमें था marching towards America. Now when you do so, I think one or two small submissions. Now when we move towards these times, we are part of a global world. So our themes have to be global, our concerns have to be global, to be noticed globally, with futuristic way. So global themes with global concerns and with a futuristic way. And that automatically would include, I think, I'm sure if you do, the energy concerns, the climate concerns, the sustainability concerns. As I always say, the next level would be how to sustain this movement of startups. And I think this should be used as an occasion to identify and groom young scientific brains across the country, be the potential startups. अभी क्या है कि हम उन स्टार्टअप्स को सहयोग भी देते हैं, सहायता भी देते हैं, we become technology, knowledge partners, also do funding to those who somehow reach us. But they may not be the best, just as we may not be the best. All of us are incidentally here, not that we are the best person to be here with. I'm very clear about it, that keeps you grounded also. So, in order to actually put in the best of what we can do in the process of nation building, can we do something to try to identify the best who may not have reached us? तो उसके लिए एक मैंने छोटा सा सुझाव है मिश्रा जी, we could have a mentor desk in this. 4 days is a long enough period of time. So some innovation. A mentor desk where both the students and their parents are welcome. वो जाए ऐसी जिज्ञासा होगी कि सभी मेंटर्स डेस्क इसका अर्थ क्या, मतलब क्या, परिभाषा क्या, इसके पीछे भाव क्या, तो जाएंगे तो उस बातचीत में कोई हमारे ऐसे लोग बैठे हों, who have been teachers, who have been science background, they can extract. Because sometimes the parents as well as the individual youngster either underestimate themselves or overestimate. Sometimes they overestimate themselves in respect of one potential which may not be sufficiently present and are not aware of the other potential. Like जैसे फिल्मों में सारे जाते हैं हीरो होते हैं, बाद में समझ आता है कि नहीं मैं तो डायरेक्टर बन सकता था, हीरो वाली कोई जरूरत ही नहीं. And you have so many examples, I don't know how to name them. We have many successful directors, film directors who went there to become heroes. इसी तरह से माँ बाप को भी नहीं पता होता, हो सकता है हर बच्चा हीरो है, लेकिन हो सकता है उसकी दूसरी प्रतिभा में वो ज़्यादा अच्छा काम करता हो. So how best, so that for that we need mentors before they get trapped in the rut of the mill monotony of the society as well as the family also. So we could have that kind of experiment. And the theme also could be identification of potential startups, A, B, startup for the newer areas which are exclusive to India but not fully explored. Like for example, agriculture sector is totally exclusive to it. It's much more in some countries like Australia. B, the oceans. The startup movement in the ocean area of Dr. Jitendra is yet to take over. But we have a huge potential. We are exclusive. We have to educate because अभी तक क्या हुआ, धारणा ये चलेगी कि startup is usually identified with IT, which is not so. Startup does not mean science startup. It's more of innovation. You could have a non-scientific background boy or a girl who could do a startup. So ये तीसरा ये जो myth है, 3-4, पहला myth ये कि science, scientific background gives you an advantage, but you not necessarily. The best of the agri startups may not be educated in agriculture science or holding a PhD in agriculture degree. दूसरा, it has nothing to do with age. क्योंकि लाइवलीहुड इसके साथ जुड़ गया है कहीं ना कहीं, तो हमारी मानसिकता में घूमता रहता है 30-35 साल का. We had recently on the exhibition, which was not actually much visited, for startups above 60. I was amazed the manner it was carried out. So it's starting up, you are starting up a venture. You are not starting up your age. So ये सारी चीजें हम समझा सकें तो एक we'll be doing service to the society. And this is also a great equalizer with the modern technology. Like जैसे आप gender की बात कर रहे थे, वो इसलिए भी है कि there were certain areas where some of the physical attributes required, gave advantage to a male gender. Like for example, farming. तो हल जोतने के लिए आपको you always visualize male because you didn't want to put women under pressure. So it also gave you a very tragic picture of a Mother India kind. But it's no longer so. You sit on a computer, you use drone. आपने हिलना भी नहीं, खेत में जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. वही ड्रोन जाके सिंचाई कराता है, कीटाणुनाशक भी फेंक आता है, पेस्टिसाइड होते हैं. It doesn't ask whether it's a male farmer or a female farmer. It doesn't require too much of a physical exertion as well. So ये चीज़ें जो है हम लोगों तक highlight कर सके. So I think this will give a unique different kind of identity. And sure we look forward to Sakleta ji's hospitality और कॉलोनी अगर नहीं भी बनी तब भी आएगी.
Yeah, sir, with your kind permission, we could take a few questions from media, sir. With your kind permission. So the floor is open now for the questions, friends.